So, did a protection, prayer, and blessing over the whole house. And ask for any kind of guidance and support energy from anything higher up to bless this house and the people in it, especially Grandpa. God bless his soul. I love him to death, and I will be a rider for him till the very day, if they allow me, because he is my bud, and he is literally, I've told him this, like he was always there when I needed him. Like if I needed something, boom. He even said, like, I'm expecting like maybe 2-3 hours. Boom, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Grandpa just saves the day again. Anything, car trouble, I need to move some stuff from the house. Boom, Grandpa's on it. There, you know, he was so cool and like just laid back and chill, and just was the best family man I've ever met in my life. Literally turned down, he took me to a vending machine, and this was, pops for $1. He got me 3, like, which ones do you want? I was like, I want Mountain Dew, you know, Mountain Dew and a Pepsi, and I think I got 2 Mountain Dew, whatever, that is irrelevant. But I was like, well, what are you gonna get, Grandpa? I pushed the button, and he's like, no, I'm not, it's $1. He's like, no, I'm not gonna get a can of pop. The family needs the money more than I need that pop. So he just bought me 3 pops. Nothing, didn't question it or nothing, and then turned down a can of quarter pop for himself because he needed to take care of the family more than he could enjoy a nice cold Pepsi on the road while he's making the money and taking care of the family. So I literally am enjoying every bit of, you know, helping him to not have any troubles. I really try. I mean, he's like, I'm going through my own shit, but he's been there for me on some tight times, and like my mom seen it the other day, and he popped up, and it was like just boom, so coherent conversation. It was like he was right there, and she was like, wow, does he do this all the time? Yes he does. You just gotta talk to him, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like, you can't just go, ain't nobody can talk to you, coming acting wild. I don't want to talk to you neither. It's 8 in the morning. Go to sleep. We'll talk later. After you think about how you're gonna come in the house all a while. But either way, so that's why Grandpa don't talk like that around her that much. But I've had some really good conversations with him. Hey, I pulled up on my phone. He came out the garage while I was cleaning it, and he sat down at the chair, and I put on some bluegrass, like banjos playing, and he was like, oh, that's so and so, and named him, and I didn't even show him who was on the YouTube yet, but he knew it, and I was like, yes, cool memory, bam, achieved 1 level up. I want to bring it back, man. I want to go to the lake with him and feed the birds. That's a simple one. Fucking loaf of bread and just go chill at the lake. He'll love it. He'll love it. Make that fishing bowl first. I didn't find. I found a reel. The reel's right here. Is it? No, didn't know who moved it. Let me find out. Rich took it. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna find out where the reel has been taken, and then I'm going to bring it back because that's Bud's reel, and I gotta make him a fishing pole because I didn't find one yet. It doesn't mean that there's not one in there, because there's still probably 70% of the fucking garage that I got stuck on because it is overwhelming. But I made an impact on it, and made an impact on the basement, but only like 20%. And then brought Grandpa down there. We found Grandma's wallet, you know, and I just set it on the ottoman, and I'm like, hey bud, hey, what's that right there? What's that look like? And he's like, I don't know, what is it? I don't know, you tell me, pick it up, look at it, just discover it. and find out what that leather-bound small pouch is. And so he picks it up and opens it, and he's like, oh, huh, I love her. She was a good woman. And I said, you know, that's right. Like, there was nobody I brought over here that she like literally was. Are you hungry? Do you want something to eat? God bless your soul. You're so beautiful. Like she would just always say just like the sweetest things and just make people feel good. And I miss her. I miss her, but she's still watching over me. She's got to be there because, man, I don't know how I got this far. I've been going through some shit, but I'm back home with my blessings of the family, blessings, and I love taking care of this man because he did so much for me, and that's really that's my main goal, is to make sure he's cool, like. And either way, I tried bringing him because I noticed he really wasn't eating very well, so I just kept bringing him food to gauge how much he really needed to eat before he was full. Like, here's a sandwich, here's a peanut butter and jelly, here, you want some cookies, bud? And here, you want a bowl of cereal? And I just kept making it because I wanted to see how much like he needed to eat before he's like, hey, you know, no, I'm good. And like he literally ate three helpings of food. So it's like, yeah, but he needs to eat more. Like he can't just put one crock pot on and be like, oh yeah, you'll be good for 4 days. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work though. But it's cool. Like I'm trying to make sure he eats, and he failed twice, no, 3 times. I helped him with the 2. One was in the attic, which I was the people in the attic that I was hearing, you know, like, and I'm just literally messaging my mom, like, hey, there's something, that's not a cat upstairs, there is something upstairs right now, and I told you to lock that window because that show where the fucking convicts break into houses and then tell people, hey, this is how I broke into your house. Yeah, I watched that, a lot of it, and it was like, dang, these people they will get in anything. They'll climb up, it's boom, fucking 20-foot ladder, in and out in like 3 minutes. That's what they did on this show, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are crazy. They are literally in and out of the house with everything you own in 3 minutes, and they're getting paid to go and do it. And that was just that was a cool ass show. But either way, man, I'm like, I just put music on for Grandpa, and I brought the banjo out, but I don't know why my mom put it back there. This goes under the bed, back in the corner, so nobody can see this beautiful, probably 1940s banjo. Like, I mean, yeah, it needs some touch-up work because it's literally just been sitting, but yeah, it's a nice instrument for real. And who cares if it's just sitting against the wall and he can look at it every day? You know, who cares? It's not bothering him, but you don't walk against the wall. You don't even go over by his table or heater. It's literally out of the way. But whatever, if you don't want to see a beautiful old instrument every day that could or could not spark a memory, because he said in the garage that I think I could play the banjo if I put my mind to it. And I say, yes, that is an awesome attitude, because he is a little bit of a negative guy, and he, you know, I feel miserable, but when he's using positive stuff like that, I think I can play the banjo. That's why I put the banjo there. Like, if you think you can play the banjo, here you go. Do you need more? You know, and I put the little music stand. There is no music, but the music stand's there. You know, put it together. Boom, here you go. Look, you got what you need to do to play the banjo, bud. I'd like to hear you. You know, so what if you're not good? You know, nobody's good at first. Just pick it up and start strumming. And you know, I try to engage him with a lot of things, but I'm seeing progress with him, and like a new. We haven't got him working outside, but it's been cold. We gotta check on his blood flow, because that is usually with the people being cold all the time. I was folding the blanket. And he like picks his food up. He's like, I thought you was gonna put it on me. I was like, yeah, I got you, bud. Here, I'll put the blanket on you. Just holler if you need it. It was cute though the way he did it. It was cool though, but I like seeing his like him light up and smile. I randomly brought him some chocolate. Oh, thank you! Like he gets so excited, and it's cute. It's way better than like a bad. I guess he was before I got here. Shut up, bitch! Get out of here! I don't want you in my house no more. Yeah, he hasn't been mean with me not once. Like, well, he got mad at me because I mean, honestly, he got mad at me because he got up to go to the bathroom and his diaper was like a foot down from his like butt, and like I'm like, bro, I can't even let you do this, man. I was like, you have to take it off right now. I don't care. Like just take it off, put it in the bag. Here's a bag, and here's a new one. And we definitely got to get you washed up. And like he was, I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to do what you want to do. Just leave me alone. And I'm like, bud, you have to change, and then I'll leave you alone, okay? You have, and because it's health wise, you can't just lay in that, bud. Like once I explain something to him and like start like he'll be like, oh, okay, reason kicks in, and he's like, you know what, that is a good idea, because laying in shit ain't healthy, not one bit. So he changed, like, but at first he just bulked up and was like, dang, I was like, damn, where'd you come from, dude? Yes, I ain't seen that one. That's the one my mom has been talking about, going off on her. But yeah, that was the only time I've seen him so far. But you know, I didn't say nothing. I let it, okay, but I'm sorry that you have to do this. I don't want to have to make you do this, but you have to do this. And like, here's everything you need. You ain't gotta go nowhere. I got your back. I got him some new pants. Like, I need to get all his clothes in his room so he can choose what he wants to wear each day. I know he like, okay, cool, whatever, 2-3 days, he's earned that. But she would let him go for months. Like, yeah, no wonder you don't want him in the car because he stinks. You're not even, like, people have to take baths. My dad didn't take baths, and he lived to be 103. I was like, come on, man. Are you serious? Did you just try to use that as an argument for why you don't need to take a shower? No, motherfucker. I can smell you from 5 feet away. You need to get in the shower. I'll help you. I got you. And I did. I helped him a couple times. So, but you got to keep him clean, man. Hey, but he said, hey, when I took that shower the other day, I slept really good. I was like, see, bud, see, I told you. And so, like, I bring that up every time we try to go give him a shower, because he's like a little kid. He's like, I don't want to do it. I don't need a shower. I just took one. Since when? Just a couple hours ago. We've been sitting here talking for a couple hours. You didn't get out of no shower anytime. So for the last 4 days, you ain't been in no shower. What you mean you just went in one? Come on, man. I ain't no goofy. I was sitting right here. I know you didn't come out of no shower. You be like, well, yes, I did. And he's funny. He's funny because I don't know if he's serious or if he's like just trying to like bullshit me. Like he thinks it's bullshit me, but it's funny though. He's cool. He's cool as hell. He's always been real chill, and I love him to death, man. I love my grandpa, like for real. Man, he's a good man, a family man. He's such a wholesome. He's never cheated on his wife. I've been with her for 75 years of marriage. Like, there's the whole just perfect kind of, well, they weren't perfect, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? They argued all the time, but like, that's like just loyalty of a person to another person that he just cares so deeply and loves. And that's was him. Like, even after she was gone, he had a, like, I don't think I don't think I'd even want to be with another girl. Even, and I honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I had this girl Shayna. I was like, hey, what you think about giving, you know what I'm saying, giving him some fight? And then I asked him, and he was like, I don't even think I would want to. I'm okay. I still love you. I still love your grandma. And I was like, oh man, like bro, it's been a couple years, but if that's how you feel, I respect the hell out of that. Like that's where is that at nowadays in the world? Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the rare love that people should have for each other. Not even of a man and wife, of like, you know what I'm saying, my mom and me, like, you know, like I don't want to be yelled at and bitched at all the time. That is not helpful. Like I want to love you and say, hey beautiful mother, how was your work day? Like would you like me to make you a milkshake? Like nice shit, like not it's just, we need positive vibes. But I promise you, I did a prayer over the house of protection, and I just took my time with it, and I went through some steps like that we got at that what is it, Blue Butterfly store, and you know, either way, it was cool. And I powered it by that egg crystal that my mom gave me, and it's a beautiful little egg crystal. But I powered the protection of the house right alongside with the instructions from the Blue Butterfly, and blessed the house and protected it. And brought back an old friend who I haven't seen for many years. But honestly, I feel like it was a prayer of reset and energy flowing and just positive everything. And it's over 25 feet from the house in every direction. Boom, protection right there. All of it. Big ass bubble. Can't nothing hurt us. Grandpa, me, Brenda, anybody that comes over. Kevin drives over here with a semi truck. Boom, protected. Everybody. Rick, every time he comes over, boom, protected. All of us are blessed. And we're going, little Ricky, we're all going to I even prayed that Grandma somehow, if she had the power still and she could hear us, me and Grandpa's needing help, and was wondering if we could request her to have a hand in bringing the family back together, because that would be amazing. And me and Bud were talking about how she did it so easily and really was just a sweet lady to everybody. And that's how she kept the family together. She would bend over backwards for everybody. Like, put herself way in the hole just to make sure you had what you needed. And like, she's awesome. And Grandma, like, she was just like, after she passed, we were finding all kinds of stuff that like nobody even knew. Like, so like, why would you buy this? Like, she had dehumidifiers and waffle irons and all kinds of stuff. Like why is this not in the kitchen? These are cool things. Like, why would you just go out and spend $300-400 on a bunch of appliances and just and stash them? I think she bought a lot of people gifts. So like they were probably just for, she didn't even care that she didn't have anything in the kitchen, because she was a good cook and would make the most amazing meal out of bread and butter, damn near, honestly. Like, that woman could cook her ass off, and I've never ate as good food in any restaurant ever in the history of even fucking $150 steak joints. No, my grandma's cooking was the best. anything she made, like, man, I don't even like she a squash casserole that we like. She grew. She had a whole garden, and like, yeah, I being there snapping peas with her, and that was cool. Oh, I remember one day at a family reunion, all the kids lined up, and we all took turns cranking the ice cream machine and made homemade ice cream. And she pulled all that together. She kept the family like on one and around each other, like, hey, these are your kin. This is your so and so. She would name them all off. She knew everybody and like knew all. Oh yeah, how are you doing? You're 13 now, right? She knew everything about everybody, and she was just the glue to this whole Bullitt family. And she was so beautiful, like such a beautiful soul. And I asked for her help to do that again. And man, I hope she can, because it's already started. Like, my uncles and my grandpa all went to church together, and that's the first time that all four of us had been together in over 7 years. A rift in the family. Boom, grandma dies, and a rift in the family, and it sucked, but it came back together, and we went to church. And Kevin has been coming over to Grandpa's house, and I'm not talking shit. This is awesome to me. He's been coming every Sunday, and he'll sit there for about an hour, maybe two, before church, and talk to Grandpa about if he wants to go. Just giving him the option, which I love that he's doing that. That's so cool. And no, I just don't feel like it today. There's always an excuse. He's got tons of excuses for Kevin. Every week he comes, but Kevin continues to come and take time to ask him if he wants to go, which is so awesome. Thank you, Kevin. God bless you. And you're awesome. I love you. I'm so glad that we went to church and we're talking again. And, I don't care, like if you heard some bullshit, it is what it is. We all got to do our own things. I still have a good mindset, and with the shit that I was dealing with, I kind of needed just like a mind reset. And it's, boom, there we go. For some reason, I'm thinking a lot clearer. I did a whole prayer, did a whole little like thing with some, prayer with the crystals, and read the Blue Butterfly pamphlet, and I just tried to bring us all good fortune. And just, that's all I wish for all of us, for real. We should all be helping each other. I want to reach out to Ben, because I do remember the last time I seen him, I was drinking a beer with him at a bar that my friend Shannon worked at, and he just happened to walk in. And what's up, bro? How you been? It's like, shit, cool, chilling, trying to drink. Awesome. That's cool. It's for shit. You want to sit here? Yeah. How you been? It's good, chilling, making money, working at Lear at the time. Just bought a new car. Cool, me too. I got a new car. It's like, awesome. That's cool. I'm glad you're doing good. That's the last time I've talked to him. So I need to reach out to him. It's hard through the grapevine that he's still dabbling in drugs. And bro, you're cool, bro. I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hit you up a couple times. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. Trust me. But I am worried about you. And, I care about you, man. I care about you. I hope you're being smart with whatever you're doing, bro. Real talk. Like, I'm gonna keep trying to like get a hold of you some way or another. And I kind of just want to reach out to like my family, for real, all over, even in Puerto Rico. I would love to go out there and see my cousins and be like, hey, what's up? Because I remember when I went to Puerto Rico when I was 13, my grandma and my great aunt, like when they first see me, boom, they just like burst out in tears. So I'm seeing these two beautiful Mexican ladies, older Mexican ladies, just burst out in tears, like, and I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, oh my God, you look so much like Miguel. You look so much like Miguel. Oh my God, it's like you're his angel. And I was like, I just let them have their moment, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't say nothing. I just hugged them. They both hugged me. They were crying, and it was just a heartfelt moment. And I just let those women just embrace me as my dad that I had never met. I've never met him, never seen him at all. But apparently, I look just like him. So, I'm guessing that I got a lot of his personality traits because I am nothing like my mother at all. But I don't know my dad, so all I can go off of is the stories this awesome fucking lady told me. And like, they were cool as hell. They were broke as fuck, but they were cool as hell. A motherfucker would cut up extension cords out of the garbage can and rewire them together just to have an extension cord. And that's cool, whatever. I'll help you with that because I know how to do a little bit of wiring. And then they just had a lot of cool stuff. Because they had a chicken that would lay eggs. They were the best, I promise you, the best eggs I've ever eaten in my life were fresh, just laid in Miami Beach, Florida. My dad's mother it popped out on the floor, running through the kitchen, and she's like, "Oh, hey, do you want some eggs?" I mean, yeah, okay. So she pops them in the frying pan, and she's cooking them up, and it's like, it's like sweet. It's like a sweet egg. It's so good. I've never had an egg like that, but I need fresh, whatever, like bloodline or species of chicken that was. It was like brownish with black feathers over it, like spotted black feathers. So I don't know if it's a certain kind of chicken, but those eggs were so good, and I would love to have those again. I'll never forget, she handed me a mango for the first time with a hole in it. Had no idea what it was. It looks like a big ass orange the size of my head. Well, the size of my like 2 hands. So I'm like, so I started squeezing the mango all through the hole she cut in it. Like I'm juice everywhere, all pouring over it. I don't know what I'm doing. I look retarded trying to smash my face into a hole on a mango. It's like squeeze the pulp into my mouth, and it's making a horrible mess all over the floor and everything. She's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't eat it like that." Here, she cut it up for me, guys. Man, the mangoes are so good. I want to get Bud a mango, like a fresh mango. I don't want to get it been on no truck for a while. No, you need a fresh mango. That's not like when they spray this shit that makes it last forever. Like, no, I want a fresh mango. And they had them at this little shop, like right down the block. It was like a little mart, but it was like, fuck, it was straight in the middle of Little Haiti, and like they straight up had fish heads, and like they had some crazy shit in there. You could get a straight sugar cane milkshake, like big as fuck, huge for like $1.50. It was like, hell yeah, bro. This is like almost a fucking liter of fucking cane milkshake. It was so good. Like, I didn't know that natural sugar cane was like it's sweeter than sugar. Like, that shit was good. Like, why don't they make sugar taste like that? That's sugar cane. Why does regular sugar not taste like this? So that was cool. Like, it was cool to experience that shit. And even when I went to Puerto Rico, my mom's friends, I think Sue had a daughter. She was really pretty. I was still friends with her on Instagram, I think, but I forget the son's name, because I think he might have had some kind of mental problem, but he didn't talk very much. He was very quiet. They were boring to me. They wanted to sit on the hotel beds and watch TV in Puerto Rico, in a hotel, watching TV that you have back wherever the fuck you're at. Who cares about the TV anyways right now? You're in Puerto Rico, but they're in there. So I start walking around the town. Boom! Hey, look, check it out. It's a bike rental spot. So I walk in and start talking to a guy. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I got a bike for like 5 days. I think the whole time that we're there. And then, like, literally the day that we left, he even, like, talked me through instructions of keeping it right till the very end. Like, he was like, you can bring it right to the house. Like, so it was, like, maybe 3 blocks down. And he just go to the back, and I had to take it up, like, a couple flights of stairs. But, like, bro, you're like, you know I'm not from around here. You're giving me a bike, like, to the very last moment and letting me, like, have a good... So I took this bike, and I went on a 25-mile... fucking beautiful, gorgeous, the most beautiful scenery and just ocean scenes and jungle life. I caught a lizard, like a fucking 4 or 5 foot iguana that, like, 4 Mexican Puerto Rican kids, my fault, I totally fucked that up, and I'm Puerto Rican, but some 4 Puerto Rican kids were like holding something. Like, okay, it's like, what are y'all holding? It's down into the bushes, like the fucking foliage on the bottom of the rainforest, you know, leaves, and they're just holding like something. Oh, I get closer, it's a tail, and then oh shit, that's cool as hell. My dumb ass, I don't know what's in here. I'm not from around here. I jump over the railing, and I'm all in the bush. You know, who knows what the fuck's down there? Like, everything's down there, and that's why the kids that are from Puerto Rico are not down here, but I'm in it. And I grab this iguana, and I'm like, yeah, we caught an iguana, bro. And I'm handing it up. There's probably like tarantula spiders crawling on my right. Oh, there's his leg. They're trying to come kill me. I'm like, yes, we caught an iguana. So I jump back over the railing, and I'm like, yeah, thanks, man. They're high-fiving me. They're like, I can't speak a lick of Spanish, but me and those 4 Spanish kids bonded over that lizard. I took some pictures, and then I jumped back on a bike and kept going down this 25-mile trail. And some of it was built with like wood slates and like, you know, like a beautiful wood built porch, but like basically porch to ride on. And it's awesome, man. Like, it was so awesome. But I did that by myself because nobody wanted to get out of the hotel room, and that was just crazy to me. How are you going to be in Puerto Rico and want to watch TV? So I went on this beautiful 25 miles there, 25 miles back, awesome sceneries the whole way. Climbed up into like a 40-foot watchtower right on the beach and took awesome pictures of like the landscape, and then the water, and then just the sun like setting. And then there was these like shacks that like family owned, built like they literally took the materials there and built it like on the beach almost, and just catch fresh live fish every day. And like, I had these fried crab balls that were like literally were the best, most succulent, juicy piece of meat I've ever tasted. Like, literally top 3 in my life of greatest foods I've ever had, right there on the beach of Puerto Rico for like $3. $3, I had the best food in my life, and that was on a beautiful bike ride. Like, that was so fun to me. Like, and that's what I love, riding a bike. I did it a lot in Iowa. I did ride the bike a lot in Iowa. I didn't in Minneapolis. I didn't have one, but I was looking for one. I always look on, you know, Craigslist free stuff, like everywhere I go, just to like, shit, is there bikes around? Cool, boom, what, it needs tires? I even had one in South Carolina. There was a broke down one behind one of the Oaks recovery houses, and like, it needed tires, and it needed tubes, and it needed oil, and it needed actually a wrench to tighten the handlebars. But that's still, boom, those are 4 items, whereas it's been sitting here for 15 years. So I did that real quick, and I had a bike in South Carolina. And you know, it's just you need transportation. So that's like always the first thing I kind of try to browse for. I really want a truck, and I want to talk to Rick about the trailer that's in overgrown weeds in the back of his lot. And I kind of want to use the wood from the garage to refabricate that trailer. And then I'm sure I'll have to run wires, which isn't that hard with tail lights and possible license plate light wiring and housing, so that I could go plate the trailer, which is, I didn't, like, I read that you can just build trailers, and like, that is dope as fuck. Why did we not have one? Trailers are amazing, and you need them for hauling, and that's it. A trailer is a must on the to have list to do stuff. And because, I mean, you can even make, you know, I wouldn't charge people too much, but yeah, if you need something moved, boom, I got a trailer. It's easy as hell. You need a whole car, like when I was in Iowa, and I was, you know, we walked to the liquor store. They showed me their little hustle, and then boom, I see it. It's a beautiful fucking 1979 Lincoln Continental. You know, and it's so gorgeous, like boom, and you could tell it hadn't been ridden in years. It had dust all over it, but like that was a sleeper, just a diamond in the rough. Just, it was like 3 aisles back. Nobody's gonna see it if they're trying to buy cars. They're trying to get the new ones, but I'm over here like, oh my God, look at that. And it was in good condition. Like, it was no rust. It was in really good condition. Like, you might have been able to jump in it and run it, but I'm guessing, like, you know, you need a little battery, maybe. I need a starter, well, something small, but like, that shit's like GM Motors, I think. So it's easy to come by. Like, the parts, you can just get them for maybe 30 to 60 bucks a piece, and you're good to go with a fucking Lincoln Continental, old school gangster motherfucking 18.5-foot gorgeous car. If I had a trailer, then I would have picked that up, brought it back here, worked on it a little bit. And that motherfucking $3,000 car that was sitting there and nobody's looking at could have been worth fucking $40,000 to $60,000. Like, for real, those cars in pristine condition, when you rebuild them, that's a fucking $50,000 come up on $3,000. And you know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm in Iowa and I'm a bum. But dude, my ideas are legit. I don't care what you're talking about. If you don't want to run with it, that's cool. I'm going to get to where I need to go, but it's just going to take longer. Like, I got the, you know what I'm saying? And that's legit. Like, I'll bring you all the information on the move that I'm trying to make and show you how lucrative it is. And I'll do all the work. I was going to rebuild the car with Grandpa at the time. He was all good. He would have loved to help me build Lincoln Continental. Like, and I had a yellow one, and that was cool as hell. That was one of my nicest cars. But it would have just been nice to get that for $3,000. And I told him, I was like, hey, listen, like, I don't know if you have a trailer, but I got a car out here that I could literally put maybe $10,000 of work into it, and you would have a $60,000 car. And you can take it to one of them car auctions, or you can private sell it and possibly get more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It depends on how you approach that. If you're just trying to get it off, which, wait, fuck it, $50,000, I'll go out and scope out more and get maybe 2 more and keep 30,000, and I'm good to roll. Here's your money back with some, and I'm running. I got my feet in the water. You know, and it's a legit ass thing. Like, I would literally, and I'm gonna keep you posted on every step of the way. Like I'm not, I literally used to be on point. I don't know where I mentally kind of hit a bump in the road, and I went down a bad road, and like, I basically stopped caring. You know, I got HIV, and I was told that as I OD'd on some heroin that, you know what I'm saying, I did, and my mom found me eyes roll back in her head. She still has the picture. I don't know why she has that fucking picture. And she'll just show it to me. It's like, I'm not even on opiates no more. Like, that was just because I didn't have nothing in the house, and my neck was hurting from like a broke fucking neck, and you know, I felt like just going to sleep. And I don't know no dosage on no opiates, because I don't really like opiates because they're unpredictable and they're scary, and I'm not trying to die so fast. Honestly, like, that is not my intention. I want to live life to the fullest. I want to do as much as possible. I want to have whatever I want. I want an RV. Definitely want a fucking RV. And I want to be able to help the family. I want to help Rick, like, hopefully, you know, hopefully supply a dispensary when it comes time, legally and by all procedures, not going outside of the law by any means, and do not want to affiliate with any non-legal following citizen, because I don't want drama or trouble or problems or craziness. I want to just take care of my grandpa and to really take time to get myself back, because I didn't realize how jacked up I screwed my head up living homeless in these states, fucking moving and doing me like I start businesses in every place I go. Boom, this is what you want, let's do it bigger. And then I did it at every place I go. And I will show people how they can just be so much more lucrative with what they got going on. And it's nothing you can put on a fucking resume. But when I moved into a crack house on Fillmore, because my mom kicked me out here, and I happened to buy a lot, because I was, you know what I'm saying, running this shit for a minute. I did not smoke crack for 2 years while I had it on, like, what you need? Didn't smoke crack. I was legit, like, straight business. I do not touch this shit. I do not fuck with the supply. So that was legit. I was so happy with that, because, I mean, dude, honestly, that was the most fastest, just, girl, I had to tell the girl not to come no more, because she came 18 times for a 20. I was like, hey, listen, you do not pull into this driveway anymore. This is a family house, and you are absolutely causing way too much traffic. You will never pull into this driveway ever again in your life, and if you do, I will never talk to you again. So you have to go down there, and you will meet this guy, Anthony, my weed plug from Cali. You don't call me anymore, because I don't want to hear you calling 18 times while I'm doing other stuff, because I don't care about your 20. So you're going to call him. And he took care of it, and he would always pinch hit her shit. Fuck her. Who cares? She's gonna come back another 17 times. Like, and she ended up like being like the greatest little pawn girl. Like, I don't know where she was stealing this shit, but hey, check it out. I got 4 game systems. Hell yeah, here, boom, boom. Here's a 40. Oh, thank you so much. She's happy as hell. Give me $200 worth of fucking game systems and guitars and all kinds of stuff. And like, I'm seeing this shit, and I'm giving her little to nothing, crumbs. Can I just have a little bit more? I mean, really, I don't need a guitar. The thing's worth $200. She's like, but it's worth. I was like, but I don't need it. So you can either take that or, you know, move around, because you can go sell it and come back with the money. And she, well, okay, I'll just take it. All right, boom. And I sold the guitar for $150, you know, okay, instant come up. But okay, so back to, I moved into this crack house, and like, hey, he's cool as hell. He let me live there because, you know, I spent so much money with him. And I had a lot of fun there too. There was some crazy ass shit going on there. And yeah, okay. Everybody that I've heard in my life, like rehabs or whatever, they're like, holy shit, bro, you lived at Trey's? That place was like a circus. And it really was, like, at all times. And it was so cool, because sometimes there's was crazy shit going on in the basement. And then you walk upstairs, you're like, oh shit, there's, you know what I'm saying, there's four hookers in the kitchen, all topless, you know what I'm saying, like fucking pouring out bags of coke, doing their job, you know, topless. So I was like, oh shit, what up? What y'all doing? You smoke? Spark up a blunt, pass it around them, and keep moving. Like, it was like I helped out with the house. I like put all the stuff that these stolen crackheads would bring in and getting little to nothing little to nothing. And I put it on like OfferUp and Backpage, or not Backpage, OfferUp and Letgo. At the time they weren't merged. And boom, instant, like maybe $400 to $800 a day that was just sitting around the house doing nothing. And he's like, I got a pawn shop in the basement. Bro, nobody's coming to your pawn shop to buy that. They want crack, hookers, or some heroin every once in a while. And like, I was like, ain't nobody trying to buy a lawnmower, ain't nobody trying to buy tools. So once these people started buying this shit on OfferUp and Letgo, and they come here and I sell them the items, because I'm, boom, hey, how's it going? I mingle like a motherfucker with some people like that. And they're like, it's a bad neighborhood. I mean, yeah, but you're cool here, bro. I mean, we got some girls in there. Oh, really? Hell yeah. You want to come in? Cool. Hell yeah. So they come in, you know what I'm saying, end up finding them a little girlfriend, end up wanting some stuff, you know. Oh, cool, this is awesome. So now we got a new customer base. We sold some junk that was taking up space. This guy is going to keep coming back. Steady customer, advertisement on Letgo and OfferUp for basically a whorehouse, crack spot. That's legit. And I ended up getting them a Square card reader. So when them people are in that super duper bind and they spent their whole check and they want to get some more and they don't want to run to the bank, bam, here you go, pull that bad boy out, run it right here. They say it's for yard work. So this dude Trey is running cards, all this shit, and like I'm throwing him the money for this stuff, and even like I pull off some slick stuff sometimes too. While they're in there with the girls, I'm gonna go through their truck and I'm gonna take all their packs of cigarettes. I grabbed 6 packs of cigarettes one time, a bunch of lighters, you know, so a bunch of change. I came back in, and after the guy left, after he bought some stuff and been with a girl for a couple hours, spent well over $600 there. I'm like, hey bro, hey old boy, that spent that money, that good money. He's like, yeah. I was like, hey, he got us some cigarettes too. So I threw him 3 packs of Newports. He's like, yes, dude, I swear, I promise you, that's why you my dog, bro. I was like, I know. But either way, it was a cool ass house. I actually loved fucking living there. And that sounds so bad, but I had a lot of good times there, man. I had literally, I don't know her name. She was such a beautiful, medium built, just good looking body, gorgeous face on her. I do not know her name. I don't know where she's from, but she was in the house one day. That's normal shit like this. She said, hey, I'm just trying to get a little bit before I leave. Would you like a blowjob? Yes. Why not? A beautiful Latin girl is gonna suck my dick literally right now. Where? Like right here? I don't care if they watch. She's like, no, let's go on the porch. There was a little closed in porch. So like, hey, I promise you, the best way to describe it is like the Tootsie Pop commercial. She was like, 1, 2, and then bam, I was done. I was like, oh my god, and I only gave her like a little 10 rock of crack. It was so worth it. I've never experienced that in my life, but okay, that's the best fucking blowjob I've ever gotten from some girl, beautiful Latin girl I do not know, at Trey's for $10 worth of, like, it's little pebbles, because I had it on me, and it was, whew, That was, man, where are you, sweetheart? Because I would love to talk to you again. If you're watching this, please reach out to me. Because, man, for real, where did you go? I don't know why you never came back to Trace. I was hoping I would see you again. I stayed there. Like, hey, maybe she'll come. Hey, this old girl will come back to like the Latin girl. Hell yeah. Did she come back yet? And then, nope. I kept tabs, man. Did I miss her? I didn't want to miss her. I swear to God. I promise you, I was on it. Like, and you would mingle with everybody that was there. Everybody that was coming and going, I was mingling with and fucking with. There was some sketchy ass shit. I said, hey, bro, I'm going to pick up a generator. Can you? I had a pickup truck at the time. So I drive this guy over to pick up a generator. Next thing you know, I'm surrounded by cops. They're like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, I'm sitting here listening to the radio. What do you mean? You see what I'm doing? Why am I surrounded by cops? I got guns on me. Like, this dude had broken into some dead guy's house. He just died. And like, he broke into his house, told me he was picking up a generator. And like, they were like, what are you doing? I was like, bro, I don't know, man. This dude said he had to pick something up. I don't even know him. They were like, get out of here then. I was just, sorry, dude. I took off. That's your problem. I didn't know you was on some stealing it from a dead man's house. That shit was crazy, but it was funny. I was glad I didn't get in no trouble, but I ended up seeing him later. He was like, yeah, I did a year for that. Like, damn, bro, what are you doing? Why'd you have me on some hot shit? I needed a generator. I hear you. Shit, fuck it. This is what it is. But it was cool. Like, it was a cool spot. I really liked living at Trace. Like, as bad as that sounds, it ended up getting to the point that they did not have water. For sure, they were shitting in a 5-gallon bucket and pissing in a 5-gallon bucket upstairs. And you had to empty that. That shit was nasty. Sometimes they wouldn't do it. It's nasty, y'all. You can get rid of that. Don't even do that up here. Get rid of that shit. You're up here trying to sell pussy. Your shit smell like shit. Get the fuck out of here. Throw that shit out the window. But either way, you had to go down in the basement. They broke the line, and you would fill jugs of water up because they shut the water off and the electricity. But we tapped the box, and then we went to the telephone pole the second time when they shut it off. So it had no water, no electricity, and we was popping. The parking, there was a whole extra empty lot, and that was the parking lot, and it stayed full like almost all the time. I ended up bringing him a cheap ass $300 98 Pontiac Sunfire convertible. So I was like, are you serious? Hell yeah. But I just grabbed it and brought it to the house. I think it needed new calipers. But that's fucking like $60, $70, and then you do the work. You got a fucking $1,200 car for $300 because somebody didn't want to do it. So I just parked it over there. And like, I let him use it. You can still drive it. So like, he would just go and make his runs or go pick up, or, you know what I'm saying? It's small shit, nothing serious, because it's not plated. It's totally illegal. But this man, dude, I remember one morning, he's like, hey, bro, I want to smoke some crack. I ain't got no crack. So I was like, all right, what you gonna do about it? So we go get this convertible, bro, and he's been drinking all day. He's on the back, like sitting like on the trunk, way out of the car, like just sitting on the back with his feet on the seats, and he's got a sawed-off shotgun, and I'm driving this convertible through Gary, the hoods, down alleys. He's like, go this way. He's pointing his fucking sawed-off shotgun, the middle of the road, 3 in the morning. He's drunk, drinking a beer in a convertible, sitting on the back. Just like, turn here. I was like, all right, bro, whatever. You wild. You wild as hell. He's like, man, ain't nobody gonna fuck with me. If they do, bah, bah. I was like, damn, I mean, I guess you're right. Shit, but you're reckless as fuck. Yeah, but I liked it. He was cool. He was cool. I heard some crazy stories about him. Crazy ass stories. A girl stole some crack. When he turned around, bam, he smashed her hand with a hammer, smashed her whole hand up, broke all the bones, like all of them. Boom, he hit it twice. It broke her hand right there on the table in front of everybody. And, you know, she just, you know, get out of my house. stealing from me. Damn, motherfucker's a soldier, but he never, ever in his life, like, he never crossed me in no negative way, and that was cool as fuck. Cause I heard he was a killer. He was a killer. Trey was a killer, and he been shot at a couple times. The house been shot at a couple times. It had bullet holes all in the front side. The whole fucking sunroom, so all the windows were shut out. Like it was a rough house, but like I really loved it. And he ended up like basically like he would give me the shotgun. And I would check the door, like make sure I put the little barricade on. I ended up putting the little mailbox that you see on the outside of houses. I put that on the inside of the door, and it should put your cell phone in there. You know what I'm saying? I helped out. I helped establish some shit that was legit. And then like when the cops came in my house and they like got into my safe. So I didn't like the fact that the cops, the Holbrook Police Department, had the combination to my safe. It literally does. I don't even. It's worthless to me now. The cops can get in there. Like so. I just took the safe over to Trey's and I put it in his basement. I was like, here, bro. Love, this is yours now. You know, so we got advertisement, cars coming and going, businesses booming, girls are being dropped off to the truck stops, over to their people. Stuff is just smooth as a bottle of oil. Like, that shit was smooth. And I picked up for when he would crash, because he would be smoking for 4, 5, 6 days at a time, and then boom, he's out cold. You ain't waking him up, I promise you. Please wake him up. I want it. And it's like, there's so many times that happened where it's just like, I'll hold it. So then the house didn't stop when he crashed like that. It's like, I got you. So money was full circle, so it was never no harm, no foul. You know, it was all there. And we re-upping together, so that shit was cool, man. Like, for real, I loved those living conditions, even though they were like so fucked up, and everybody else says, but like, man, I had a girl in a fucking collar and a leash, and like walking around topless, like, hey, can I hit the fight? Yeah, here. So this shit was so cool.